Okay, welcome everyone to our very first Canadian Taco Tuesday. So tonight we are going to be talking about the business side of Trinot, which I'm super excited about. I'm here with Jen Laurie, and we're going to be co-hosting tonight. So I would love to hear from you guys. Drop in the comments where you're tuning in from and who invited you. And maybe tell us a little bit about what you know about Trinot, if you're a new associate, if you're a guest here tonight. Jen and I are going to start off by sharing a little bit about our stories, and then we're going to dive into some nuts and bolts about the business side of Trinot. So if you have not yet tried the Trinot products, Jen and I are both super passionate about the products. We love them. My favorite products are the collagen, the Enrich. They are amazing. But also equally amazing is the business opportunity and what it's been for me, as well as lots of my team members. So we're super excited to share that side of things. I'm just going to kick it off and share a little bit about myself. I'm actually tuning in from Victoria, BC. Jen's going to introduce herself in a minute, and she's in Alberta. And I have been in the industry of direct sales now for 8 years. And if you told me 8 years ago that this is what I would be doing, I would not have believed you. So I have been super blessed to, this is the second company that I have been with. And my background, just in case you're out there thinking, I'm not sure, I don't have a big business background. My background is social services. So I actually worked with kids for 10 years, had no business background. But one of the things that we know is people are looking for an additional revenue stream. So before I started a side gig, I worked 3 jobs. So let me see a show of hands if anyone else out there has another side income or is looking for something. So I know myself, I worked in the mornings, I worked on the weekends, and I worked a full-time job just to be able to travel and do all the things I wanted to do. And then I became really passionate about some products, and I decided to build a little side business. And, sometimes we can't predict life. And my son Maverick, he had a really tough first year with some health challenges, and I wanted to stay home with him. And in that process as well, my career of 10 years out of nowhere shut down our program, our funding, and we were all laid off. And this was not anything I could have predicted. So I was super grateful that I had a bit of a plan B. And so I decided to run with that. And I have been doing business now for 8 years. It has been absolutely incredible meeting new people, working on personal development. I am not the same person I was 8 years ago, as well as getting to travel the world. Jen and I just came back from Mexico, where we got to travel together. And I am so grateful. I'm also a single mom. That was something else I wasn't predicting in my future. And I've been able to support my son and give him some amazing opportunities. So that is a little bit about who I am. I recently came over to Trinot because I fell in love with the products. I was a customer first, and I came over in December. So if you're also someone out there that's like, I don't know, change, it's also something that can be a little scary sometimes. However, I came in December, and I'm now at an emerald position, which we'll kind of look at the comp plan later. And it has been absolutely been one of the best decisions I've ever made. And so it's been about 6 months, and it has been incredible. I also work the business with my boyfriend, Trent, who I think is online. So I love that we can work this business with family, with partners, with friends. So that is a little bit about who I am. I'm going to now pass it over to Jen, and you can share a little bit about how you got here.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I've been in the industry for 13 years, and I wanted to share a little bit about what being in the industry has done for myself and my family. So I knew that I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. We were willing to sacrifice anything for me to be able to stay home and raise my 4 children. And I never thought I would be part of direct sales. I was like, I don't do that sort of thing. I kind of had some beliefs that a lot of people out there maybe still have. I had a lot of those negative beliefs. And though I found a product that I absolutely loved, and I just thought, wow, fun to share, right? And so what it did for me in the beginning is it allowed me to become part of a community. Because, sometimes when you have your children, the rest of the world forgets that you exist. And I had kids, and the people I was like networking with did not have children. I was no longer working. My work friends didn't want to be friends with me anymore. I felt really alone. And this industry gave me a community to be part of something, to have adult conversation, and to be able to work on my personal development without taking away from my children. I didn't have to get sitters. I didn't have to get any of those things. But here's the deal, guys. 4 years into this industry, I created enough income that when out of the blue, some industry changes happened and my husband's business went out of business. And we did not have to panic because we had enough income coming in that we were not going to lose everything. And that kind of like what Benny said, you never can predict what can happen. Doesn't matter if you're in business for yourself or you have an employed job, like you can lose everything that you think you have, and security and all that is just an illusion. And though this is something that you can build for yourself. And I've always loved that. I have fallen in love with the industry. It has allowed me to actually transition to homeschooling with my children. It's allowed me to be a bigger part of their life. It's allowed me to travel with my children. It's allowed my husband and I travel time together. Obviously, travel is a big thing for me. I love to travel. Benny mentioned that we had just came off of a trip and are now working on another trip. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit, but it has helped my personal development. It has helped my relationships. It has helped my children be able to, I have some neurodiverse children, and getting them out of the system and out of public school was the best thing I could have ever done for them. And I was able to do that because of this industry. I recently transitioned from another company over to this company, just like Benny did. What I saw here was team. I saw the culture. I fell in love with the culture. I fell in love with the products. I am also a holistic nutrition practitioner, and I fell in love with these products. I've never seen products like this in the industry, in the market before. And I absolutely was mind blown when I kind of, dissected all the ingredients and the formulations and everything. And so I fell in love with the products. I fell in love with the culture of the company. I fell in love with the comp plan, which is what we're going to talk about. I absolutely fell in love with it because one of the struggles I had was my team didn't win the way I would love them to win. And it just seemed like we worked so hard and my people were not winning. And when I saw this comp plan, I was like, oh my gosh, my people are going to win. They're going to win. And that is what I want for them. Leadership development is a huge thing that you kind of fall into in this industry. And I wanted my team to have that same opportunity to grow and to have more of what they desire in life. So let's get into it here. Benny, do you want to pull up the slides and let's get into what it's all about? So yeah, jump down to slide number 13.
Perfect.
So first of all, guys, we have such amazing tools and systems in place to help anyone get started. What's really cool is it doesn't matter if you have any past history in direct sales, we are seeing people succeed from all walks of life. Benny mentioned Trent on here. Trent has no background in direct sales, jumped in, and has also grown very quickly up to the Ruby level, which Benny will share about in just a moment. So we have the systems in place to create the success for anyone who wants to plug in and create success for themselves. So this is one of the groups we have is called Change Life. It's a private Facebook community where we have tons of product information, testimonials, and we use this as a tool to be able to show people what's happening in our community and what is happening in our community of customers and associates. All right, Benny, take us to the next slide here. So, like I said, we have systems in place and you will get the breakdown of that, but we're going to move on to the next. So we share it for like it's and love it's essentially. So social selling, guys, social selling is the number 2 largest growing industry right now. If you are not plugged into it, you are missing out. So if a person likes the product, go ahead and change the slide, Benny. If a person likes the product, they have an opportunity. So we're talking Canada today. So we are also open in other countries, the US, Puerto Rico, and India, the UK. We're about to open another market very soon here. However, we're talking the Canadian comp plan right now. And in Canada, there's no cost to getting started. You just simply join with the products that you want to try. So, and though not everybody wants to sign up that way, and so we also have an opportunity for customers, and you can have the opportunity to earn 50% commissions on customer orders. So our top selling product, collagen. Benny mentioned the collagen. If you just had 10 friends who had some struggles or maybe some goals, and maybe they just want to keep their youth and they just order collagen alone, you are going to be able to earn almost $500 income every single month that they order. Now, guys, when people start ordering our collagen, they don't want to stop because they notice when they stop. Because high impact products, you notice when you start and stop them. And so they don't want to stop. They want to keep going every single month. And so this is a residual income that can be created. Now, once someone tries the product, or maybe they just see the product and they decide they love it at first sight, they may decide to jump on as an associate. What's really cool is when you help someone get started, we have something called Smart Start bonuses. In those Smart Start bonuses, you can earn 50% on those Smart Start enrollment packages and such in whatever they're purchasing in their first month there. So you have the we have enrollment bundles. We're going to go through the bundles at the end there to kind of give you an idea of what kind of bundles are available, but we have them at all different levels. So a person can actually come in and pick what one works best for them financially and for what products are the best fit for what they want. So let's take a look at another really cool way that we earn income here at Tranont. So we have something called a 10 and 3 bonus. Every single month when you hit 10 new customers and 3 new associates, you are going to have the opportunity to earn an additional, on top of your commissions and Smart Start bonuses, an additional $1,280. All the bonuses we just finished talking about are paid out weekly. You do not have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get paid. These are all paid out weekly. When you have it happen, you're going to get paid within the week. Super cool, right? Okay, let's just bump to the next slide here and let's talk about what those 3 things we just talked about. We talked about customers, we talked about associates, we talked about the 10 and 3 bonus. Let's see what else you get just for doing that exact same thing, because we have a lot of bonuses that just keep stacking. and they keep stacking. And so we like to show you the fact that with doing those simple things of having 10 customers and 3 associates, you are not only going to get the commissions and the Smart Star bonuses and the 10 and 3 bonus, that is also going to qualify you for our first position. Our first position is called Jade. So the Jade level comes with a team bonus of $320. Super cool, right? Now, what is very unique to Trinont is at this very first rank, you also have an opportunity to go out, buy a Jeep, or maybe you already own a Jeep. Maybe you have a friend that owns a Jeep and they might want to take a look at this. If you have friends that own a Jeep, you probably want to send this information to them, but they can get paid for putting the Trinont logos on their Jeep and qualifying as Jade. They can get an additional $450, which at the 3rd level, I just want to kind of give you a sneak peek ahead. At the 3rd level, it actually goes up to $640 every single month. So that allows you to open up some space. So a lot of people, their top monthly expense is a vehicle payment. So what Trinont did is Trinont decided like, hey, you know what? That is the top expense for people. We care about people's ability to build wealth. And if they had an opportunity for having that payment taken care of for them, they could invest in their future instead. So it would open up extra money to households so that they can invest in their future instead, or use it to buy groceries, whatever it is that a person needs. So you can see here with this 10 and 3 system, a person can swive lots of people who get started right away and are earning these bonuses. So super cool to be able to see significant income super fast that helps you to get moving your life in the direction you want so that you can have more security. Benny, do you want to pop to the next one and take
Sure.
over?
I might just add to this one. So
Yeah.
I was mentioning that we joined in December, and I ranked up to that Pearl position in my first month, and Trent got to Jade, and we actually had 2 Jeeps in the driveway within our first month. So if you're sitting there thinking, oh, well, that's nice, maybe someday, you guys, you need to understand this. I have never seen this before. A Jeep at the very first rank, which is bananas. We have promoted, in our teams, probably 40 people to Jade already in 6 months. Like, it's very attainable and awesome. And so, Trent and I have 2 Jeep payments coming in, which is absolutely incredible. So I just have to mention, I never thought that I'd be driving a new Jeep, and I love it, you guys. If you've never driven a Jeep, you need to go test drive one. Do you want me to talk about this one, Jen?
Yeah, you go ahead and take over.
Okay.
I love the flexibility, guys. I'm going to go drive my son to parkour now. Benny's going to take care of you and give you all the rest of the information.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take over from here. And honestly, this is one of the things that we absolutely love about the business. I had to deke out and take a knock at the door. Someone was coming to see if my son can have a play date. And that is why I love this business, because we can work from home, we can work the hours around our schedules and still be making a really amazing income. So we're going to take a look now at the success roadmap. And I want you guys to kind of take a look, throw in the comments, where would you like to see yourself at? So Jade is that very first level. The team bonus starts at 320. Our next level is Opal. And then we have Pearl. And that is where I got to in my first month, was all the way up to Pearl. So 3 ranks in 1 month. And I just had lunch with someone today, a friend of mine, and she ranked up to Pearl in her 2nd month. So we have a few things that are going on. We have in the blue circles, those are called the Trailblazer bonuses. So if you're someone like myself or my friend Janice who comes in and you want to hit the ground running, you can earn extra bonuses for moving up the ranks quickly. And those are all stackable. So those trailblazers are in blue and they go all the way up to ruby. Now, the other thing that I love about this business is, as I mentioned before, my boyfriend and I are both working the business, and Ternot actually encourages you to work with your family, your spouse, your boyfriend, your partner, your sister, your best friend. So I have one of my best friends at Ruby. Trent is at Ruby. Jen is at Sapphire. I'm at Emerald. So that means that Trent and I working the business together, we're pulling in 2 incomes. So I'm just going to show you here. I'm at the Emerald position, and you can see that means I've helped 25 people earn that first rank of Jeep. Trent is at the position of Ruby, which is 6 people earning that Jeep. And that means we're pulling in 2 incomes. So we're both single parents. That is a lot of extra income for our family. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What would make it worth it for you? Are you looking for a couple $100s a month, a couple $1,000s a month? I know when we first came into the business and we were, dreaming and setting goals, Trent said to me, I'd like to earn a couple $100s a month. And I thought, well, that's great. That would be the level of Jade. And I said, but what if it could be a couple $1,000s a month? And so that's where he's sitting here at Ruby. And then for myself, my base pay at Emerald would be $10,000 a month. And just to give you a little idea of how amazing this comp plan is, my previous company that I was with, it took me about 5 years to get to about the Sapphire level. So I've been here 6 months and I'm already at Emerald. Then there's something here, which is in the yellow, and this is called the maximizer bonuses. And I have never seen this in the industry. It is for when you hit the higher rank, so Ruby and above. So oftentimes in the industry, you kind of hit a higher rank and you sometimes get a little stuck because the qualifications to get further are a little bit harder. So what Ternot has done is they have something called a maximizer bonus. These are also stackable. And this is for when you hit 80% of the following rank. So for example, if you are at Ruby and you almost make it to Sapphire, they are going to give you a bonus for almost making it to that next level. I have never seen that before. And once again, those are stackable. So I jumped from Ruby to Sapphire to Emerald. So I'm still getting those maximizers from the previous months. Incredible. So that is a little bit about the success roadmap. I want you guys to take a look, because the very first time I came on a presentation like this, I looked and I thought Sapphire is where I would like to be. And now I'm at Emerald 6 months later. So when I say if I can do it, anyone can do it, I really mean that. Okay, so we're going to go to the next slide here. And if you have any questions, please reach out to whoever invited you. I'm just going to touch on this very briefly. We also have a wealth pillar. So Ternot actually started as a wealth education company. So they also have a wealth pillar. So if you are curious to learn more about that, you can go to their website or ask one of us. I actually have an appointment to learn more about this tomorrow. So I just love that not only they're here for the health, but also the business side of things, and then also to make sure that you keep your money and grow your money. I love that we have a Ternot Go app. We have a simple plug-in success system. We have Facebook groups, we have trainings. There is literally something happening every night that you can plug into to learn about the products, to learn about the business. And in my 8 years, I've never had such amazing mentorship as I have since coming to Ternot. So that's the To Go app. And then how you get started in the business is we have different starter packs. So as Jen was saying, in Canada, you can actually join with no cost. And we recommend that you grab one of these starter packs. And my only regret that I have of starting my business was I did not get the platinum pack. So I love that there is a different pack for every person, every budget, whatever products you're looking for. However, can you guys still see that? I'm not sure. Oh, let me go back to it here. When I started, what happened for me, here we go. Here's the platinum pack, was I thought, oh, okay, well, I'd like to try a few products, and then you want to try them all. So that's my only regret, is I didn't get the platinum pack, because it comes with sharing coupons. It also comes with a convention credit, and you have a huge savings. So that is definitely your best value, as well as the gold pack. But there's a silver bundle, there's a core health bundle, and there's some other specialty bundles as well. So that is it. When you get started, you just grab whichever pack, you get to try the products, you get to plug into the system, and hit the ground running. So that is what we wanted to share with you guys today, is just a little bit more about the business side of things. So you can reach out to whoever invited you tonight. If you have any questions, please let us know. And I just really want to thank everyone for jumping on and learning a little bit more about the business side of things. And as we mentioned before, this is the Canadian comp plan. We are open in the US as well as the UK. And just one thing that is unique about Canada is we only officially launched in August. So if you're sitting here and you've never heard of Trinont before, it actually took me a couple of weeks even to just pronounce the name. It is because we are still relatively new here. So the opportunity is huge. And what I've found is my friends and family and myself, I'm really looking to invest in my health right now. And these products are absolutely phenomenal. But this compensation plan, in my 8 years of business, I've never seen a compensation plan that is so rewarding, but also that is set up so that everyone gets to win. You get to work with other people to help them win. And I've never had so many team members having success. So if you have any other questions, please reach out, and we look forward to chatting with you soon. Good night, everybody.